Jamie Hayter, Queen Aminata, Willow Nightingale, Carly Cameron, Timeless Tony Storm, and the AEW Women's World Champion Chris Statlander will take on the Triangle of Madness. That's Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, and Mercedes Moné. Her first big gimmick match since I believe it was Hell in a Cell against Bayley.
Good for her.
That's a crazy stat when that was brought to my attention. She hasn't done any like hardcore style matches since leaving WWE and before. No, she doesn't always need to. I'm curious what she'll say eventually when asked about making the decision to be part of Blood and Guts. I'm sure she was asked, or she, whatever the creative was, she clearly said yes. It's not like she has creative control, but I think she can push back if she didn't want to be part of a giant cage match. But
yeah, because if you take out Statlander and Mercedes from this match, I don't think it like loses anything. I understand why they're there. They're about to have the match at Full Gear, but at the same time, like they haven't been. Statlander a little bit has been sort of Blood and Guts adjacent with things, but as we talked about in the past couple of weeks, like the build for this has been a little all over the place with everything.
Disjointed at best.
Yeah, and so Mercedes and Statlander didn't like need to be in this match. The fact that they are, I think they really just want to highlight the women's division on this, and that's why they're putting these women in this match. And now, like, I mean, we might get, I don't know if Mercedes and Athena are going to go all the way. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe it's Mercedes or Tony and Nina against Sky and Julia for the final. I don't know. Because it is weird of like they're trying to do the tag team title tournament and Mercedes is Athena's partner and Athena is not in this match. So the build for this still isn't like great. You know what I mean? And like Mina's not in this match either, and she's Tony's partner. So it's a weird build for the title tournament. They should have just done 16 women so they could just throw in random teams who would have lost anyway.
Thank you. And at least it wouldn't have gone in the way of putting together this women's Blood and Guts match. This is what I was talking about. And again, and I get, listen, if people want to come after me and just like, he's just a hater. Well, no, this is what I was getting at, is that it was going to make the women's Blood and Guts match more disjointed through the build, because everyone's like, no, they're going to use the women's tag title match or the tag title tournament to set up Blood and Guts. But it's like,
which they should have,
but also like they kind of already had something already building, because Jamie Hayter, who's in the tournament, had already put out the challenge to the Triangle of Madness. Like it was already set. You didn't need that extra tournament in the way to build up the Blood and Guts match.
I would say that they should have held off on the women's tag team titles tournament until after Blood and Guts, after Full Gear, but then you get into the C2, and I don't think they wanted to run two tournaments at the same time. So there wasn't a great spot to do this. I mean, you could have just done it earlier in the year when you apparently had the tag team titles made and everything. But like for the second half of the year, there just wasn't a great spot, because you had the Blood and Guts build and then you have the C2, so you didn't want to do all of that. I was a little disappointed that Ty and Anna weren't in this. They had been part of this build with everything. I thought there was a good opportunity to put. I thought they would have been in this, and they're in the tag team title tournament. They're facing Megan and Marina in the first round. Megan and Marina are in this match. I understand Marina's in it because Penelope got hurt. Otherwise, she would have been in it. But Marina has no real attachment to this. I like that Statlander and Marina are in it because I thought they missed an opportunity to do that after Statlander rejected the Death Riders, so I hope they kind of circle back to that a little bit here. Yeah, I think the moment's kind of passed at this point. Like, I don't have a problem with the lineup. You can do enough gymnastics to where it all makes sense because they're all interwoven at some point with each other. At the same time, the thing, it's just disjointed. And the way it got announced is like, okay, we're just going to do a video package and call it the biggest Blood and Guts ever. And here's Renee announcing the teams. Like, at least for the men's, you knew who was in the match. The conglomeration gave the challenge. There was 5 of them in the ring, and there's 5 Death Riders on the outside. You know what the match is. at that point. This challenge was issued 2 months ago, not quite, but at least a month ago. It was issued in September. It was issued a month ago. And then you had various threads that it's like, well, this could be the match. No, this could be the match. Oh, this person should be in the match, but they're not. And then it was just, here's a video package announcing the competitors. It's been a weak build, man.
Mercedes, honestly, this is just going back to like why is she involved. All she needs to do is come out on Wednesday or even just on socials and just be like, you know why I'm in Women's Blood and Guts is because anytime that the women are doing something for the first time in AEW and women's wrestling, I want to be there. I need to be there. Whatever it is, be a complete narcissist, and that's how you get her in the match. What? She's there because Chris is there. What are you thinking?
I got one better for you, Joel. I don't mind your idea actually, but I just thought of something way better. Okay, way better. You know why I'm in this match? It's because not only is this the first ever women's Blood and Guts match, but for the first time ever, the Blood and Guts Championship, and I'm gonna win this belt as well.
That's perfect. It's just a blood-soaked belt. It's white, and she's gonna win. If their team wins, she should introduce the belt and be like, "And this is mine, and I had it made specifically for this."
Yeah, she needs to pull out the Blood and Guts Championship for this, and that's why she's in this match. That's all.
Jeff Jarrett comes out and be like, "We can do that."
Jeff still has his death match, Texas Chainsaw Death Match Championship. The rules.
It's time, Jeff. It's time. Gonna go after Mercedes and Jeff. We got to get that match before Jeff retires, right? Remember that? Again, I'm looking forward to the match itself. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be. I'm a little again. This is the one thing about the Women's Blood and Guts match. It's like each side have people who want to go after each other. So for that, the match makes sense. But the blood feudiness of it is really only the Triangle of Madness and like Jamie Hayter, Queen Aminata, and I guess technically Willow and Harley Cameron. It feels like the additions of like Chris and Mercedes. That's fine. I get it. Megan just wants to beat up anyone. Like they're in kayfabe. Like she just wants to beat anyone's ass. But the same thing with Marina Shafir. Like they're just there to be chaos agents and beat people up. I'm looking for that one segment that makes you know that all these women hate each other, or at least each side hates each other, that they want to beat each other up, kind of like what they've done with the men. You know, Darby really wants to take out the Death Riders, and you know that he will do anything to achieve that. The Conglomeration and the Death Riders have also been having their problems, and the challenge was made by Orange Cassidy. Feel how you will about how he did it. It was very Orange Cassidy, but it was like, we're just doing this to do this, is kind of how you could take it when he made the challenge. Again, if you don't know Orange Cassidy, you don't know, like, he didn't want to do this, but we're going to do this. So we'll see. Again, the matches will be great. I'm looking forward to them. I'm just hoping that they bring it to that climax where you can say afterwards, like, yeah, they made this a great match. They made this a great bill, or not even a great bill, but they stuck the landing, as they say. That'll be fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got a week to do that. The Blood and Guts match is next week, so
and that's why the match has to be spectacular. Honestly, that's why the match, not spectacular, but that's why the match really has to deliver, because otherwise we can say like the bill just wasn't there, because they took a disjointed approach with the women, and the men, like, we got there. You and I talked about this weeks ago, that this was the way it looked it was going to go, and it's exactly what it was. This is maybe the blow off for Darby and the Death Riders and the Conglomeration. Maybe.
Nah, they're gonna do something Full Gear to just do some shit.
A $2 million match, which, by the way, who the hell was listening to us on Wednesday? Because you should have listened to the entire show where I said don't do it. You did it anyway. There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications, and while you're at it, like the videos, interact with them, say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live for In the Weeds. You might like it.